Hi, if you are new here, I'm Kanita, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. Today we are watching third episode of Durarara X2 Ketsu, so let's see what it has. Let's go. Alright, let's see. Interesting how it also represents their personalities, that little intro, like the face they have when they are doing this. I think Zai even had like his tongue out. And the first shot with Ruth, so dramatic, running under the rain, like almost crying. We actually didn't see him at all in the previous episode, right? We only saw Anri. And Chikage Rokuchi is kind of going back into the fray, so to say. I feel like, at least that was hinted at. I really like when they show Varona and Tom Tanaka. I really like the music that plays at this moment. It's just my favorite part of the opening, probably music-wise. Okay. Yeah, I remember that roast. What the heck? Well, he kind of did skateboards in real life. Just wait. I think all the moments they shown were from the previous episode. I think I already talked about previous episode a little bit, not about everything. Like Zaya's plans for Ryu and Kida, he hinted at something, but not anything specific, so not really much to talk about still. Let's see what we have in this episode. So yeah, yeah, and she lost her consciousness, I think. Seiji has a strong reaction. All in the same boat, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's I'm used to it. Nothing new. I don't think Salt is as extraordinary as he's getting like jaded. Hmm. Mm-hmm. There? Yeah, that's in neutral territory. Okay. Looks pretty safe. Well, she's writing to him that she's okay, as I remember. Takashi. I don't think so, actually. She actually seems chill. Okay, this dude with music notes. Ah, they're like in dollars? That's what he means? Oh, looks fun. So I'm evolving. Probably, yes. So he just wanted a confirmation? Guys, this is so crazy. And the top of the audacity. Mm-hmm. Interesting. She's blushing. That's interesting. If Henry slashed Kucheragi. She also would have that kind of effect. That would be interesting. What? She's. Can't the girl just have friends? Is it? I don't think she was threatening them. Just suggesting some kind of alliance. So is it like what Andres was? So Andre has feelings for them and she got these feelings too? That's a bad idea. Used to. So that freedom was completely leaving his group? Being polite? I mean, even more. That was almost romantic. Is she listening in on everything? That escalating. Thank you for declining it. What is going on? You just wanted an alliance. Okay, that's fair. That's totally fair. That's totally reasonable, yes. What the heck? Entertaining clowns. Okay, that's a bit rude. Um, did you have any doubts? That's reading into words a lot. He's so happy. That's cute. They're both getting their steps in. That sounds nice. Hmm. It was, I guess, like Orihara-san before. Mm-hmm. Matches and pumps? What? Oh, just remembered. Will he have a reaction? I'm just like Isaiah. What's his reaction will be? But I talked about it. I think that there is something similar between me and him. That's why I like him. How nice. He looks interested. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, Shatter asked, her love to cats is mutual. Oh, no? What was that scary moment? Oh, new option. Ah, yeah, she talked that about herself. That's true. She was really like self-hating then. Caressing her cheeks. Ah, so that's what Cats was scared of their fight. She has that kind of monster genes in her. Oh, that is from Psycho? Holy shit, that's on completely another level. Shocked her? Yeah. Yeah, her type of psych is so different. Like, oh, we have a lot of takers. So she wants to sell it to Yagiri or something. Is it a cat cafe? It's an interesting case of like three psychos meeting. Okay. Wait, is this? His hair looks similar to Crypt Teacher's. Oh, but he has a beard though. Probably a different person. Mm-hmm. Yes. What a way to gain a person's trust. Now there's some new character, right? So this is Isaiah's sister's narrators this time. Oh, he calls him Shogun. I didn't realize that before. That's cool. So that's his plan on taking revenge here on Ikebukuro, is to destroy the gangs, I assume, or something. My head hurts after this episode. There was so much, like, just characters talking to each other and me trying to, like, understand what they're talking about. There's like, a problem. Sometimes when people are talking, they are not saying things straight, right? They're using some kind of implications, some kind of hints, and I'm really bad with that. I'm like sitting there, racking my brain, trying to understand all the hints and implications. That's really hard. And yeah, in Durarara, they are super guilty of that too. But I kind of understand the general idea. So Isaiah is super excited. He's having the time of his life, honestly. He likes what Ryu is doing. He is excited about what Mamiya did. He's like, oh, that's so unexpected. That's so fun. That's so cool. I'm having such a good time. He's skipping around the road. He's in heaven. Ryu is I feel like he's like depressed. No, I thought he's also having a time of his life. I thought he's finally living like he wanted to, but the way he talks, the way he kind of acts and stuff, it looks really sad, to be honest. Like he became some kind of robot. I don't know, it felt really strange. And also the idea of like what human is, like how Anri is not human just because she has Psyche in her. I just disagree with that. It reminds me, I'm sorry if you don't like play Overwatch or know Overwatch lore and stuff, but there is a dialogue with an interaction between two characters. So one character is like a Russian woman that her name is Zarya, and I think she really like hates Omnics. This is like robot creatures in that universe, but sentient. So it's like they are not humans. They are completely robotic in like body, but they have their own like mind and thoughts and aspirations and stuff, right? And the other character is Genji, who was born a human, but he was nearly killed by his brother, and so his body was mainly replaced by mechanism, by like technical metallic stuff. The idea is that she's telling him like, who are you, like man or a machine? And he says something like, the heart of a man still beats inside of me. And I think that's exactly the idea. Like, he was born a human, and even if he became a cyborg, that in my eyes doesn't make him non-human. And I feel like in Henri's case it is the same. Okay, gosh, I forgot. I remember the full interaction between Zara and Genji, but right now I only remember like his answer, because that's beautiful. The heart of a man still beats inside of me. That's so dramatic. I love it. And I think in Andre's case, like, the heart of a human, yeah, still beats inside of her. It's not gone anywhere. But it's an interesting question, you know, just as in Overwatch. I think like the question is, the lore of Overwatch, it used to be so cool, but okay. Omnics, they are like humans essentially, right? But they are born as machines, but they also have like the thoughts, the feelings, the aspirations, like just like humans. And here we also have this kind of creatures that are not considered fully human. We have Psycha, that is like an entity, right? We have Celti, obviously, who is not considered a human at all, like they say Bakemono, like a monster. And I would say we also have Ruri, who is also like a human, but with some monster gene, and her half-sister, that also in the possession of Psycha. And yeah, I thought for a second, because the way she used it, it looked like claw. So I thought, oh, is this also like monster genes or something like Ruri has, but it shows in a different way. But in fact, her cycle looks really different, right? So this Durarara asks the same question, I assume, like, who is human, what it means to be human. And we have characters that are so interested in that, like Isaiah. He says, oh, I love humans, I want to see like their reactions, what they're doing, how they are like unpredictable, and this is so exciting. But as soon as someone diverges a little bit from that idea of human in his head, they're not human anymore, so he doesn't love them anymore. And so there's also this idea of love, because we have this in parallel with Isaiah, who says, I love all the humans, and we have Psycha, this entity who also says, like, I love all the humans. But this love, it's expressed in such a non-conventional way. So for Isaiah, it's the way he wants to observe the humans. He loves the humans in that sense, that he loves observing them. He finds them really entertaining and curious. Psyche loves humans, but through the means of possessions. And we talked about this before. I said that characters in this anime, they have very interesting thoughts on what love is. And I got some kind of comment, I don't remember it exactly. I complained that a lot of like relationships are not love, based on some kind of toxic love. And that comment was something like about, do we really know like what love is? And I had to admit, like, yeah, maybe we all have our own definitions of love, and it's such a broad word, because it's not obviously not only romantic love. There are a lot of different types of love. Like, you love your friend, you love your mom, you love your cat, etc., right? You love fish and chips. I don't know, it just came to mind. maybe I'm craving fish and chips, but the idea is that there are so many different types. And so Durarara kind of explores the different ways of loving others, which are mostly like very non-healthy ways, I would say. But I think I'm starting to understand the ideas and themes of this anime a little bit more, and like what it's trying to say with this portrayal of different kinds of love, even if that's not how I perceive like what love is. I guess everyone has their own definition of that, right? And so now we have three cycles meeting. So I was going to talk about cycles just a little bit. That Henri, she's trying to suppress Saika inside of her. I feel like because she feels like she's like a monster, and she always had these problems because of her abusive dad, I assume, and stuff like that. Problems with self-worth. And also now she was then worried that her being this kind of monster would distance her from her friends, and she was worried that Ryu noticed that she used psych and kind of realized that, oh, there's like something about it, right? So she's trying to suppress it, and because of that she's not utilizing Psycho to her full potential. Psycho roasted her, saying like, oh, your mom was so much better at building me. And then Kuchiragi roasted her, so like, oh dude, you can't even do anything with your Psycho. You don't realize it's an entity that's not necessarily a Japanese sword. It can be anything else that is kind of like metallic and stuff. So Kujiragi, can use her psyche in many different ways, while Henri is only able to use a single sword, while she could also kind of train with her ability. Like in One Piece, right? You get this ability, and you either train with it and find many different ways to use it and kind of work on it, and you know how to say it. I can't find the right word, right? But it's like leveling up, right? You're leveling it up, and Henri is not doing that. She's staying right at the same first level that she got, right? She's not trying to think of something interesting with her ability, not trying to level it up. So I feel like that could be an indication that in the future episodes maybe Henri gets that resolve and actually does something more with her psyche. And yeah, also we have like a lot of takers. Well, I kind of talked about it. So Haruna is a mystery. She is completely crazy. I have no idea what's going on through her head. She's like, let's be friends. Now let's fight. Also, I want your side. I'm kind of now feeling that you are in a possession of me with your psyche, but also I want to have your psyche. What is going on? And then Kujiragi, I assume she wants to still have her psyche, but also she doesn't want to get rid of it, but she promised someone, I assume like Yagiri or something. She promised to sell, as Yodogiri Corporation, she promised to find and sell the psyche. And so she thought, okay, if I take someone else's psyche, I can sell that, and I can still keep mine. Gosh, that's what I'm saying, like my head hurts from this episode. There's so much stuff happening, and also last moment with that, there's so many, I can't even find them. So we have that family, Shijimas, here I have them. Hirota infiltrates dollars, using scars, sells drugs. Thank you, Kanitsi, that's fantastic notes, really helps me. So he got he was told like to infiltrate dollars or something, I think. And then he gets a visit from this dude that, oh gosh, that was in the passenger seat. So he knows who ordered Kadoto Kyohei to be attacked, and he knows who was driving the car, and he is affiliated with Yodogiri. So can we assume then that Yodogiri Corporation, which means Kujiragi, is the one who is pulling the strings here? Or is this person just like a free spirit inside Yodogiri's corporation? He also has his own agenda and working with some other group, affiliated with some other group, which is, I guess, also possible. Because I felt like before it was implied that Aoba had something to do with attack on Kohei, but now I feel like it's been implied that Kuchiragi, by association with Yodogiri's corporation, right, had something to do with it. Because at the same time, it was said like now she feels free and she just wants to chill, but at the same time, she has some kind of business deals that she has to complete, like with selling Psycho, for example. And also, I think Yagiri wanted the head back too, which is now just somewhere outside, anyone can take it. And Celti lost her consciousness because that was the first time seeing the head, so maybe that also triggered something in her. We'll see what happens, but I'm thinking like, what is going to happen? Will she try to go get her head? Will it be like in the police now? Will Kujiragi try to take it to get it to Yagiri, complete her business deal? Gosh, okay. That's a lot. That's a lot. I think that's it for today. For this episode, I mean, because I feel like there are so many threads and so much to talk about. It's just drives me crazy. I think the most interesting point for me is still Celti, but there's also so much happening around. We also have a whole cops. I have like cops here, Kinosuke Kuzuhara and Yumeji Kuzuhara and Maju Kuzuhara. So we have all this group of police, and if police essentially like the ones who found the head, now police in this possession of a head, so they're also going to come into play. Meanwhile, Chikagiro Kuji is also going around doing stuff. There's so much happening. Okay. I think that's it for today, because I feel like I'm just recounting everything that happened, but I can't really say much about anything yet, because like everything is in motion, but we have to wait and see what happens, like how people react again, like Zaya says, right? And what is going to happen, what are going to be like their actions, what is going to happen with Celti once she wakes up from seeing her head. It was the first time actually seeing the head, right? I think it is. So with that, please share your thoughts if you have any, without spoilers of course, in the comments down below. That would be it for today, so thank you for watching and see ya.